I'm on there. I can't talk.
All right, Uhuru, and welcome to Freedom Mic, Black Power Matters, hosted by Black Power 96.3 FM radio. I am Ecko R&B, and I'm excited to be with you here tonight for this important concert. And I'm also excited to be joined by the best blind DJ on the planet Earth, DJ Eddie Maltsby. DJ Eddie, why don't you tell us about yourself and what we're going to be experiencing tonight?
Oh man, Kile, thank you so much. And I'd like for everybody to continue to watch. My name is Eddie L. Maltsby Jr. I am assistant manager for Black Power 96.3 FM. We have something for everyone. Gospel, hip hop, Caribbean. I'm talking about if you're looking to have a good time, you are located in the right area. And tonight we're going to actually see so many artists that you won't never ever forget right here on Black Power 96.3 FM. Kile?
Yes, so we want to thank you all for tuning in, and we want to thank all of the artists who you will be seeing tonight because they are donating their performances because today kicks off the Black Power 96 July member drive. Black Power 96 Radio is a project of the African People's Education and Defense Fund, a nonprofit organization led by Onezene Shatella, with the mission to defend the human and civil rights of the African community and to address the grave disparities in education, health, healthcare, and economic development faced by our people. Black Power 96 Radio is funded by our listeners, and now through July 18th, we're calling on you to support your own Black community radio station. The station has the goal to raise at least $6,000 during the member drive, and we're gonna make $1,000 of that $6,000 goal tonight. So donate right now at blackpower96.org and become an official supporting member of Black Power 96. You can do that anytime during this broadcast at blackpower96.org/donate. We had originally planned for an in-person benefit concert here in St. Petersburg, and then the pandemic hit. So obviously we have moved it online. So while we will miss seeing everyone in person, all of our local friends and supporters, we are excited that this online concert is happening because it has expanded our reach to include several national recording artists that you'll hear from today, and one performer from all the way in South Africa, and viewers from all over the world, including you who are tuning in right now. So Mr. Eddie, can you tell viewers who we will be enjoying tonight? Let's hear about some of those artists.
Yeah, we have a lot of artists. Black Power 96, we had a local going global, and we have a lot of artists here from St. Petersburg, Florida, GBT Babies, also Joseph Smith here from St. Petersburg, Florida, B.L.A, he's here from St. Pete. And then we're gonna go out to Virginia where Derrick, the Chain Man Smith is coming up in just a little bit. And also Kinnie Ken in Houston, Texas, a wonderful blues artist. And also we have Miss Jody, Ecko record recording artist, Miss Jody, with many, many hits under her belt. So it's gonna be a very, very special night of entertainment, and you can donate to help Black Power stay in power, and you do that by going to www.blackpower96.org/donate.
Yes, and we also be hearing from Ecko R&B recording artist David Brinston and Drew Evans, and also we'll be joined by some local favorites, the original Florida Spiritualaires and Bruce Loves the Almighty, aka B.L.A. And we'll also be hearing from General Nobody RBG from South Africa, Elikya Ngoma, who's going to be bringing some revolutionary Caribbean rhythms. We have Muambi Tangu from San Diego. And it's just going to be a jam-packed, amazing program, chock full of artists. And why don't we go ahead and introduce our first artist, DJ Eddie. Can you please introduce Derrick the Change Man Smith, our first artist of this evening?
Well, of course I can. This brother is very, very talented. He's been singing for many, many years. I know Derrick the Chain Man Smith. Now he's Pastor Derrick the Chain Man Smith. And he has a very, very talented, anointed voice. When I tell you he's anointed, you're going to enjoy this very, very much. Derrick Smith is also the CEO of SKD Records, and they have a lot of entertainment such as R&B, gospel, jazz, and a whole lot more. Derrick the Chain Man Smith is here from Tampa, Florida, but tonight he's in Virginia, and we're going to take it out there to Derrick. Derrick, are you out there? Yes, he is.
Come on, St. Pete. Come on. Woo! Let's go on and on it. Pastor Derrick, the James Man Smith. And we love you, baby. That's St. Pete Entertainment in the building. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I hear you say, ooh? You might as well go on and say, ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I brought trouble night. Well, I want to, for the Bible said, to fish and 5 loaves of bread. If you need a healing, he will heal you. Ask Job, he said, what he'll do. Job was sick so long till the flesh fell. The flesh fell from his bones. Job called him in the morning, called him late at night. I'm a little witness. God will make everything all right. You can call him, he'll be there. I know that he cares. The reason why I tell you about these things I know the Lord will do. You see, I tried him for myself. And Jesus, when I had nobody else, I called him early in the morning. Hallelujah, for calling tonight. That's why I'm living there. God will make everything all right. And you can call. You can call, yeah. You can call on Jesus. I come to let that power know tonight. You. Hey. Yes, sir. You can call on him. Oh, yes, you can. You can call on him. Whatever your problem may be, you can call on Jesus. Maybe your wife. All you gotta do is call on Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus. Let me tell you what I found out. He's a shelter in a time of storm. Yes, he is. He's a shelter. Yes, he is. In a time of storm. He's ready. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. In stormy things. He's ready. I know he is. In a stormy there. Oh, yes, sir. In a sick room. I'm gonna tell you, he's a healer. Yes, he is. In a sick room, the Bible says, every name shall come under the name of Jesus. Every name shall come under the name of Jesus. COVID-19 got to come under the name of Jesus. HIV got to come under the name of Jesus. Cancer got to come under the name of Jesus. Diabetes, arthritis, endocritis, yeah, got to come under the name of Jesus. Oh, church, before you call him, said the better you're gonna feel. I said I called you in the morning, and I called you in the noonday hour, and I called you later, in the midnight hour. When I called him, he is the line, never busy. When I called him, he never put me on the hold. witness out there tonight. Somebody can say, Lord, I need. Oh, Lord, I need. Lord, I need you tonight. It seems like every time we come around and we're watching the news, we get another bad report. But I come to encourage you today. I want to ask you whose report should you believe? But the Lord says that he's not sleeping, he's not slumbering. And I'm so glad that the Lord, he did a work on the inside of me. Ooh, I'm feeling it here. I said he did a work on the inside of me. You may not can look at me and tell the change that's happening on the outside, but it's something that happened way down on the inside. I tell you, and I know that I know he, wow. Yes, sir. Let me tell you what he did for me one Friday night. I know he on side. Don't y'all pay me no mind. It's Friday night and I got to get it in, y'all. I got to get, oh, there it is. Ain't no harm in you. Oh, you can call on him. You can call on Jesus. Let me tell y'all what I told him. I said, Lord, you've been so good to me. I just can't tell it all. Lord, you've been so good to me. I said, can't tell it. You've been so good to me. Lord, and I can't tell it all. Daddy, I tell you, he's been mighty good. Mighty. Nice Jesus. Jesus. Mary, baby. Look about him out. The Brinson peace. Yes, sir. My leading hope. B.L.A. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord bless y'all. We thank you for the opportunity today. In Black Power, make sure y'all support. Make sure you donate. Support. Support. I'm Pastor Derrick, the Change Man Smith. Every little change they change. Until you change. God bless you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes. Woo, yes.
Woo. Wow.
Awesome.
Well,
Yes.
started that off with a bang. Well, let's give it up for Derrick the Change Man Smith. And you can look for him on CD Baby, YouTube, and other online outlets. And for those who are just tuning in, whether you're on Zoom, on the Burning Spirit TV channel on YouTube, or Black Power 96 FM radio Facebook page, we just want to, again, welcome you to Black Power 96's Freedom Mic, Black Power Matters. You just heard, this is our online virtual concert, and you just heard Derrick the Change Man Smith just perform just a beautiful, absolutely beautiful performance. And again, wanted just to really appreciate Derrick the Change Man Smith and all of these amazing artists who are donating their talents, their skills to this benefit concert tonight to support this amazing radio station. We want you to share and text your friends. We want to see all of our supporters tuning in tonight. You guys, this is the place to be. You want to tap in right now to the Black Power Matters Freedom Mic concert, benefit concert for Black Power 96 at 0.3 FM radio station. So Next up, we're going to be hearing from Bruce Loves the Almighty, also known as B.L.A. And last year, he was the first to win Black Power 96's Black Power 96 Radio's local glowing global contest. And where listeners vote for their favorite artist. Our local glowing global contest is actually the brainchild of our brilliant assistant manager, DJ Eddie Maltzby, and he's going to tell me to talk slow, but I'm going to tell him to keep up. And he's also known as the world's greatest blind DJ. And can you tell our listeners and viewers about this contest, just a little bit about this contest and what it means for local artists to begin to get radio airplay and worldwide attention through our mobile app?
Yes, I can, Kile. But first, I would like to also say what an amazing job Derrick the Chainman Smith just put on. I'm telling you, boy, talent is everywhere. I mean, that brother was just talented, man. I'm loving that, man. But yes, you can find the local going global right here at Black Power 96.3. I started this event last year, and people could sign up. All they have to do is submit their music to Black Power 96 FM radio. That is our Facebook page. And it gives artists a chance to be heard all over the world. Most radio stations do not do that. You'll go to a radio station and say, "Would you play my music?" And they'll say, "Okay," but they won't play it. Here at Black Power 96.3 FM, we are giving you an outlet. Local artists that are all around the world and the globe. You can submit your music. If it's clean and radio ready, we will play it. We'll give you a chance to get on our local going global. And it's very important that you do, because no other radio station has this capability or not doing it. Trust me, they are not doing it. So that's why I thought of this idea, and I'm the brainchild of it, and I just love what the local artists have an opportunity to be. Not only famous, but create an outlet of owning your own. That is the brainchild of our station. We want you to develop your own. Black Power is not just the word Black Power. It says economic development. It says health, education. Our nonprofit is the baddest nonprofit in the world, the African People's Education and Defense Fund. We are definitely saluting every Black man in the world. Here is a chance for you to submit your music at Black Power 96 FM radio. If you are a local artist, we'll make you go global, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Yes, thank you so much. And I just really appreciate what you said about this being a program like none other. And it is really important because there's so much potential and talent in the African working class community that do not get the recognition, or we always have to, do something that we don't want to do. We have to talk about something we don't want to talk about. And, and we have to end up, attacking our communities or whatever in order for our music and our art to even get out there. So this gives us the ability, on our own terms, in our own hands, to produce content, be the cultural workers for our community that uplift our community. And, just really, like you said, gives us this creative outlet where we don't have to bend to anyone else's interests, just the interests of our community. So what a brilliant, brilliant program. And we really appreciate you bringing this to Black Power 96. So we're actually going to hear and see the very first winner of Black Power 96's local glowing global contest. Bruce Loves the Almighty, aka B.L.A. He is a Christian gospel rapper who writes rhymes and produces his own tracks. He is a husband to his lovely wife Tessa, a barber, a singer in 2 choirs, and serves as Bethel Metropolitan's Sunday School Department Superintendent under the direction of Pastor Ricky L. Houston. And now performing his song Just Spittin', we have B.L.A.
B.L.A. Bruce Loves the Almighty. I'm given the pleasure to do a little something for y'all today that God gave me called Just Spittin'. Glory to God. And I want to give a shout out to WBPU 96.3 FM Black Power Radio for giving me this opportunity to do this And I want to encourage you out there in the world to donate to this cause, okay? We're going to get started with Just Spitting.
The very worst case scenario, nobody got saved. That's how you got played, speaking that was rather brave. A fool says there is no God within his heart. At a drop of God's wisdom, and that fool is labeled smart. It's wise to fear him, in other words, revere him. Sheep need herding, but goat needs steering. Whoever still living has a chance to be forgiven, if they accept the free gift of our risen King. And when his kingdom come, could be with them. Sing, for when we sing this song, we lift them. And Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me, and we his. Love to the system, brothers in the prisons, sisters in the bad position. God's got a vision, giving you the vision that he got take submission. Prayerful condition to enhance ways of living. Y'all just saying, I'm just spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, God still glorified now. Y'all just saying, I'm just spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, God still glorified now. Love is good, but there's a right way to do it. A drug can be, but there's a right way to use it prescribed. Drugs are all evil besides. That's a place where free will and faith often collide, like walking through the light with kaleidoscope eyes. Ain't too pretty when it costs you your life. Ain't too heavy, he's my brother and I might lay down this mic for a sec to get right. Back into this groove again, pour into this movement of glory. When he troubled the water for me, that's a whole different story. You in here, I spit it before, but it's been a minute. Pray that when I did it, you benefited. Can't wait till you hear it. Message me when you get it. My group's 5-star, you Kingdom Sound critic. We alkaline, you acidic. We lukewarm and livid. Plus to the frigid, but never satisfied with it. Y'all just saying, I'm just spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, God still glorified now. Y'all just saying, I'm spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, God still glorified now. Imagine the amount of sin the Lord has forgiven. We can't. Little old me has done enough for 10 men. Still his forgiving power keeps extending. There is no expending that which has no ending. To him be our glory, power, and dominion. God loves despicable me without the millions. I don't believe in doubt, but what a million. 20 clowns get in one ride and pop the engine. String them up high in the sky, they're quite nervous. The circus got nothing on rapping tonight's service. I'll start rapping and the drummer might surface. Hit me off with a singer or two from the same churches where the deacons ain't the drinkers of brew and where the word is. Give me a map, I bet I'll show you where the bird is. Groove rap with a soul-driven purpose. Soul when they trip over sub-bass disturbance. Y'all just saying, I'm just spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, God still glorified now. Y'all just saying, I'm just spitting. Everybody get up on the conscious rhythm. If you grab them by the waist and move side to side with them, still glorified now.
that concludes my segment for this virtual concert, y'all. Please continue to watch. Please continue to watch this concert and donate. Please donate to Black Power Radio 96.3 FM, where we're not just explaining the world, we're changing it. Glory to God. Back to you, Black Power.
Woo! Well, we just want to thank you, B.L.A, so much. Thank you, B.L.A, for that amazing presentation. We want to thank you for always. B.L.A is one of our amazing supporters of Black Power 96, and he's performed for us many, many times, and just continues to express his support in so many ways. So thank you so much for that contribution to our program, B.L.A. And our talented assistant manager, Mr. Eddie Maltzby, hosts a popular gospel show on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings, and has brought Mr. Larry Faison on board to play gospel on Thursdays and Saturdays. So we are so happy to have some of our local gospel music talent with us tonight and supporting this station. We hope everyone tuning in is inspired by the talent you are hearing tonight, and we want you to support Black Power 96's radio work to amplify the voices of our community and to grow this radio station that is owned and controlled by us in the Black community. Mr. Eddie, can you remind people how they can support the radio station tonight?
I surely can, Kile. You can go to blackpower96.org/donate. That's www.blackpower96.org/donate. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead. Our chat monitors will let you know what you're pledging or what you want to do by going to that. But right now, if you want to donate, please go to blackpower96.org/donate.
Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Yes. No matter where it is that you're watching from, go to blackpower96.org/donate and go ahead and make your contribution today. And before we introduce our next performers, I just want to recognize the people who have donated already. We have our very own DJ Eddie Maltzby, who pledged $10 or donated $10. So thank you, DJ Eddie, for kickstarting our night off today. We have Comrade Jackson Hollingsworth in St. Petersburg, Florida, donates $5 today. So thank you, Comrade Jackson. We have Comrade Santosh in St. Pete, who donated $101 today. So hooroo, Comrade Santosh, hooroo.
All right.
And then we have Comrade Sandy in Seattle, who donated $100 and says this. Sandy says, Black Power 96 is the best radio station in the world. I concur. Can't hear the truth and talent of the African working class anywhere else. Reparations and victory to the African liberation struggle. Uhuru Sandy. And our very own Lisa in Minneapolis donated $50 to Black Power 96 today. Awesome. So we said our goal for tonight is $1,000, and we're not even halfway through our program, and we already have 266 of that, 1,000, which leaves us with $734 left to raise, and we're going to do that tonight. So go ahead and be a part of, and we can exceed that, but go ahead and be a part of making history and supporting your very own radio station, Black Power 96.3 at blackpower96.org/donate. So, well, Mr. Eddie, next up we have the original Florida Spiritualaires. Can you tell us about this group? I know you have a long history with these talented artists.
Yes. This is an awesome group. They've been performing and giving God the praise for over 50, almost 60 years of giving God the glory. And this group started out back in the early 60s, like in 1962 or so. And they've been performing all over the country, and they have many hits as of, I wish I can hear my mother pray again. Where have the missionaries gone? Reverend Fleming Tarver is a pillar in this community. He's been here for all of his life, and this is just a wonderful group. They started out so long ago, and they're actually, it's about 4 generations of one family. Reverend Tarver and the Tarvers go a long way. My dad actually managed the group about in 1967 for about 20 years, but they are an awesome group, and they actually gave us 20 CDs. My dad gave us 20 CDs. So if you're going to donate tonight with $20 or more, you're going to get a free CD from the Florida Spiritualaires. All right, a free CD right now. If you can go to blackpower96.org/donate, you will receive a free CD and so many other gifts we do have right here on 96.3 FM. Keely?
Yeah, so I just want to thank you for that history and want to go ahead now and turn it over to Reverend Fleming Carver and the original Florida Spiritualaires live from St. Petersburg, Florida, performing I Remember When.
Yes.
Hello, Eddie. You
Hey.
there at Black Power. This is Pastor Fleming Carver. If you don't mind, let me just lift you in the staff of the Lord, and you will get our donation. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, we come. Thank you for all your goodness and your mercies that you have shown to us down through the years. You've been there when we failed. You were there to pick us up. We give you all the praise and all the glory. For all our help come from you and you alone. Thank you for this Black Power radio station and all the staff there. Breathe your holy power down on them, that they'll keep up the good work. Thank you, Lord, for keeping us through these sad times. This virus that's going around taking names. Take us through, take us over, take us where you would have us to be. We lift your holy and your righteous name. All of these blessings we ask. Thank you again, Lord. Thank you for your holy power. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Here are the group.
Amen. Considering everything that's going on in our country right now, we're going to ask you that if you can look back and remember when things wasn't so bad, when we really trusted each other, when we didn't have so much black on black crime, and it wasn't just killing us in the street when we're not carrying. So while we do this song for you tonight, join in with us as we join with 96.3 Black Power FM with one of the most dynamic voices in radio, Brother Eddie and Brother Larry, and the rest of the staff over there, as we bring to you these two renditions. Yeah, to love you like Jesus. Yeah. Can we testify? I'm trying every time to love. When I look back on my life and I see how good God used to be when I was young, I can truly say that there ain't no love.
Oh man. Awesome.
I'm on the right road now. I'm on the right road. Got my head screwed on like Pluto. Hands in the wine and chains. God's on my side. You've been watching me. See if I was wrong. I was wrong. See, I'm on the right road. On the right road. Right road. Oh, I'm on the right road now. Yes, I got my head screwed on right. Hands in the wine and chains. But you know what? Listen, you've been watching me. See if I was wrong. See, I'm on the right road. See, I'm on the right road. I'm on the right road. I'm on the right road. Got my head screwed on right. Hands in the wine and chains. God's on my side. You remember Mama used to say, you've been watching me. Stay right there, fellas. You've been watching me. Watching me. Some of y'all got binoculars on. You watching me. You've been watching me. When I told you that I didn't go to the strip club no more, I see you standing around my house. You're still watching me. When I told you I ain't gonna run around with my wife no more. But you're watching me. But see, I know why you're watching me. I know why you're watching me. To see if I was
Wow. Wow.
Got my head screwed on right. We got to go. We got to go. Hands in the wine and chains. God's on my side. But you know what? You've been watching me. Just see if I was see, I'm on the right road. See, I'm on the right road.
Awesome. Thank you. God bless y'all. Yeah. Wow.
All right. Woo. We had a little freestyle at the end.
Yeah.
Saw that? Okay. Okay. So,
Really that?
first of all, we want to say thank you so much to Reverend Fleming Tarver and the original Florida Spiritualaires for that wonderful performance.
Yeah.
And you just heard that. You just heard a sneak peek, a snippet of that, what comes on that whole CD. So you already mentioned it. Tonight's online virtual concert is a fundraising benefit for Black Power 96. And the original Florida Spiritualaires have contributed CDs to the station so that we can offer them to the first 19 supporting members who donate $20 or more. And I know you already talked about it, but just in case anybody else new came on, DJ Eddie, can you describe the music that's on that CD and just how great it is?
Yes, a very, very talented group of people. I want to say thank you to them already again. And it's a CD called By and By When the Morning Comes. It has special hits as all of these years, Reverend Tarver. Actually, that record went on Billboard's chart and went straight up to, I don't know what number, but Reverend Tarver can tell you it was hot #1 hit back in the days. And also it has another song called I Remember. If I Can Hear My Mother Pray Again. They have so many albums. But if you donate right now $20 or more, you're going to get a free copy of this LP. And again, it was on the charts back in the days. And I just want to thank Reverend Tarver and the original Florida Spiritualaires for coming on tonight and giving their talent a wonderful CD, giving their donations, their time, their CDs, and everything that they could do for us tonight here at Black Power 96.3 FM.
Yes, thank you. And if you love what you heard so far, and there is so much more to come, we ask you to stand up tonight for the radio station, and you can either literally stand up and jam out with us tonight, but we do want you to stand up for the radio station that represents you, that is committed to playing our community's music, not the same 10 songs on repeat that you grow tired of, but the brilliant, dynamic music that comes from our community. You can go to blackpower96.org/donate. Donating at any amount makes you a supporting member. So if you want to become a supporting member of the radio station, any amount you donate tonight will automatically make you a supporting member of this radio station. You will get an official membership card and some Black Power 96 swag, depending on how much you are able to give. And we've told you about the CD thank you gifts from the original Florida Spiritualaires for supporting members who donate $20 or more tonight. And we also have new Black Power 96 face masks. So, you know, the ones that we have to be wearing into stores and ones that you can't go into any location and you need to be wearing all the time. So DJ Eddie is modeling it for us. So you can get a face mask. You'll receive a face mask. Donating $20 or more, you'll receive a face mask. So we're going to show that up on screen in just a moment, showing you guys what that looks like. I know DJ Eddie just modeled it for us, but we also have another picture for you. And there's a donation link again, blackpower96.org/donate. If you don't know where to go, now you know where to go. You can also mail checks to Black Power 96 at 1245 18th Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida 33705. You can mail a check out, make it to Black Power 96, and we can accept any donations that way. So online or via mail, those are some of your options to donate. And just want to say that the face masks are, very comfortable cloth face masks, so they're not itchy, and, again, can get you, protect you while you go into any store in any location where you need to be wearing your masks on today. And you can see our lovely Sierra sporting one and the Black Pride 96 logo on the side. So that's what you'll get. Donating $20 or more tonight, that's what you get. You get your guaranteed security, your face mask. So, and whether you wear a Black Pride 96 mask or a different mask, we again just want to say, wear a mask and keep your social distance when out in public, because we need to keep our community safe. When we look at the numbers of who's being impacted the most by this COVID-19 coronavirus, we call it the colonial virus. When we look at the numbers of who's being impacted the most, it's Black people, it's African people in this country and around the world. We suffer the most as a consequence of already living in a situation of being colonized subjects. So when you see, even murders of Black people by the police and deaths of African people by this virus, you can connect it to the same enemy. It's colonialism. So we have to protect ourselves and make sure that we keep our community safe, because it's not just about us, it's about our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our grandparents, everyone who's around us. It's about them as well. So donate $20 or more, get your face mask, and continue to wear those out in public during this pandemic. So DJ Eddie, I just want to ask, why should people become supporting members of Black Power 96? Can you tell us a little bit about why they should?
Well, we should, because Black Power 96 not only represents your community, but we are representing the entire world and the nation. We are the baddest nonprofit in the world. I said that earlier. It's the African People's Education and Defense Fund, because we show people, we show the world that we are here for you in your health and your education and economic development. Listen, if you don't own your own, how could you do anything for someone else? It's time for Black people and Africans to own their own resources. It's time for us to build, for we're not building for ourselves, we're building for our future, because our future is in the hands of Black power. We talk about Black Lives Matter, but believe me, if we got Black power, we can save Black lives. And that's what we need to do. We ought to donate anytime you see a sign that says Black power. Now you're talking, because that's economic development. That's the disparity in health. We need that. We need more health care for our own self, not what we're relying on. No, we need our own education. We need our own banks. We need our own infrastructure. We need stuff for our own self. And that is what we're under the umbrella of, the education of the African People's Education and Defense Fund, the baddest nonprofit in the world. Donate today, and you can do it right now by going to blackpower96.org/donate. Again, blackpower96.org/donate. And you all who are watching on Facebook or the YouTube channel, Burning Spear, please go ahead right now and share. But a moderator will be getting back with you if you're going to make a pledge. So please pledge right now today. No amount is too small or too little for your future. Kile, go ahead, baby.
Thank you, Eddie. I mean, that was just so profound what you just said. And I mean, it really just highlights what our struggle has to be for. And I mean, I hear you really pushing, to have power in our own hands for self-determination, because when we look at, fund drives for community radio stations aren't, a new phenomenon, but what is, new, or we're not new in history, but right now, what you don't see a lot of are Black community radio stations that are operated under the leadership of the Black community, and therefore, for the uplifting and empowerment of the Black community. And
That's
so
right.
this is our responsibility to build. It is our responsibility to maintain, because it's one of the tools that we have in our own hands, in our possession. And there's not many things under this social system that we have in our possession at the moment. But as we continue to grow and build, we can, claim those things. We can seize those things. And we have Black Power 96. It is in our hands. And so we have to support it. Because when we look at most radio stations around the world, and particularly in this country, they're controlled by the same, 8 or 9 major corporations, and the music and the commercials and everything about those radio stations are, pumping out this garbage that infiltrates our community, that I mentioned earlier requires us to do these things that, that end up attacking our community, that talk about our women, that, talk, this glorification of, drugs and killing our own people. And I mean, those are all things that are put on this earth to attack Black people and to attack our struggle to fight for power and self-determination. So, this is how we fight all of that. This is how we not just explain the world, but we change it. We change it by using the airwaves to be able to put this information out there. And Black Power 96, we don't just, play the best African music. And that's another thing, because we recognize that we are one people, no matter where it is that we are. And the sounds that you hear coming from St. Petersburg, Florida, there's a reason why they sound like the sounds in Tennessee. It's a reason why they sound like the sounds in where we're located in San Francisco. It's a reason why they sound like the sounds that we make in Africa and occupied Tanzania or South Africa. It's because we are one people and we've been dispersed everywhere, and we play music from our people everywhere to connect back to who we are, to connect to one another, because we have been separated for so long. But when you turn on Black Power 96, you can hear yourself. No matter where it is we are on the planet, we can hear ourselves. So we not only play the best of African music, highlighting our local talent, playing the best in new and old school R&B, bringing the sounds of the Caribbean and the whole African diaspora to our airways, and the latest in positive hip hop, but we also bring the news and analysis of what's going on in the world today from an African internationalist perspective. It is our own Black community stories, our own Black community voices, our own Black community truth. And in April, when the pandemic hit, Black Power 96, we actually launched a new weekly program called the People's War Radio Show. And we have interviewed medical experts, community activists, and elected officials, dispelling misinformation, teaching our people how to stay safe, and talking about what the government is up to. And no conspiracy theories needed, just to say clearly what is happening in the world and how our community is being impacted. Then when uprisings began to rock the world in response to the police murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, we expanded our definition of the People's War to cover the fight against police murder and occupation of our Black communities. And so I'm happy to announce that this show has been picked up by radio stations across the US. From our own Black community station right here in St. Petersburg, we are getting the voices of our struggle to listeners all over the country, and with our app all over the world. And voices like our own Chairman Amalia Shatella, the leadership of the Uhuru movement, the leader and founder of the African People's Socialist Party, and the theoretician behind African internationalism, the reason we can even, be able to articulate our conditions on Black Power 96 is because this man right here, Chairman Amalia Shatella, our leadership. So we have Chairman's voice on our radio station. Our friends, New York State Assemblyman Charles Barron and his wife, and New York City Councilwoman Inez Barron. We have Deputy Chair Onisne Shatella, who is the president of the African People's Education and Defense Fund, and which, as was mentioned, is the baddest nonprofit in the world, no contest. And it is the parent organization of Black Power 96 radio station, and so many more that I could go on and on about the amazing voices of leadership from all over the African world on our radio station. And this proves how a local Black community station is having a worldwide impact in helping African people around the world to hear from and connect with each other. And we are living in a moment of African people rising up all over the world, fighting for our freedom and fighting for the return of our stolen resources. And we need to be able to govern ourselves. And having our own radio station is part of, and when we talk about self-determination, is a part of that. We are part of the Uhuru movement that is prepared to govern. So that is our objective. That's why we say not just explaining the world, because we're not just here to talk. We're not just here to talk about these ideas. We're not just here to sound good and pat ourselves on the back, because we know we do a good job, don't we, Eddie? We do. We do a great job. But our job is not to just sit here and talk, but it's to do, it's to make an impact, it's to change our conditions, it's to be the leadership for our community. We are preparing to govern. And what does it look like to have our own communication program, in a free, liberated, system, with African people, leading and determining our own lives and our own fate? It looks like what we're doing right now. And we in the African community must control the police in our community. We must control the education of our children. We must control our food and our healthcare, like Eddie was saying. And we must control our own media and to tell the truth about our own community and lives, because media is one of the most deadly weapons in the hands of our enemies. It really, really is. It really, really is. Media is everything you consume. It's your ideas. It's your ideas. It's almost more dangerous than looking down the barrel of a gun. I mean, it really is extremely dangerous, because it's the first thing our children look at when they turn on the TV, or nowadays they open up their phones. And it's the things that we hear when we go into our car and turn on our radio. It's the first things that we experience, just flipping through a magazine or reading a newspaper. Just that's the information and ideas that we're consuming. And we've consumed a lot of ideas, misinformation and ideas about this whole thing around the police and the murder of African people. We've received all those ideas from that media. So we have a responsibility to undo all of that with our own media. So it's very critical that we have this. So we also, did you want to say anything, Eddie?
Director Kile, before we get back to the music portion, we're about to get ready to get there. But, having a station like Black Power 96.3 FM, I actually listen to radio all the time. Being born almost blind at the age of 10 or 11, I lost my sight, and I listen to radio. Even today, I'll listen to different channels and different stations. No other channel, no other station did what we did when the coronavirus, the COVID-19 hit. We had a PSA went out every hour on the hour for our Black community to say, stay 6 feet away from one another. Please wash your hands more than 20 seconds. If you don't know what that is, wash them 2 or 3 times. Because the other media, and it's owned by 6 corporations, 6 conglomerate corporations are owned all the other stations in the world. And believe me, they didn't have what we had on our airways, telling Black people and Africans how to take care of themselves every hour on the hour. That's Black power.
Yes, that is. Yes. Yes, thank you so much, Eddie, for that. I mean, this is a station unlike any other, and that's because it's a station that is owned and controlled by the Black community, which is something that a lot of radio stations can't say. So that's one of the things that makes us absolutely unique and genuine. And we were founded to serve the people, and that's what we are continuing to do. So that's why we are calling on you all who are watching, no matter where you're watching from. Even though you're not in St. Petersburg, Florida, you can listen to Black Power 96 via our Black Power 96 app. You can go to wbp.podbean.com to find the People's War radio shows and listen to those as well to get that information. And we can continue to do all of that with your donations. So go to blackpower96.org/donate, and we can continue to perfect our station for you. Go to blackpower96.org/donate. So we did want to look at some of the other donations that came in quickly. So we had, I decided that I was going to contribute $50 tonight. And I'm also a sustaining member of Black Power 96, and I'm going to continue my membership at $25 a month. So that's something that you can do, and you can do that again at blackpower96.org/donate. We have Sierra, and this comrade is our underwriting manager for Black Power 96 out in St. Pete, is donating $10. So hurrah to Sierra in the building. We have Comrade Penny Hess, who is the chairwoman of the African People's Solidarity Committee out in St. Louis, contributed $50. So hurrah, Penny. Thank you so much, Penny. We have Comrade Jesse Neville. Yes, thank you. We have Comrade Jesse Neville, who is the chair of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement, located in St. Petersburg, just donated $50. So hurrah, Jesse. We have Comrade Matsamela Odom in San Diego, California, who donated $25. And Matsamela is actually one half of the co-host of the People's War Radio show. So thank you so much, Matsamela, for that donation. And we have Comrade Temba Shabanda, who his imprint is all over Black Power 96, located in St. Petersburg, Florida, donated $25. Thank you so much, Comrade Temba. And then we have Kitty Riley out in St. Louis, who donated $25 today. So thank you so much, Kitty. And we just reached the halfway mark of this program. And we reached the halfway mark to our goal. We have raised $501 tonight. So of our 1,000 that we have. So we have $499 left to raise. And we're going to reach that goal by the time this night ends. So just want to thank you all for contributing what you have so far. And I just want to, before we get into our next artist, I want to quickly just shout out some of the volunteers who have worked going every day, every week, the people in our community. I want to recognize Sierra Johnson. And she has been developing relationships with businesses that support the station and is just in the office almost every day, helping with whatever is needed. She is a dedicated volunteer who is always trying to solve problems and make the station better. She's an incredible part of the Black Power 96 team in St. Petersburg. We cannot do this without you, Sierra. So thank you so much for everything that you do. I want to really appreciate in the building with you, Eddie, is Ms. Shauna Davis, who has been volunteering with us since last fall. And she has added her beautiful voice to some of the station's announcements and promotional recordings. And she's on our technical production team tonight. So wherever you are in the room, Shauna, just really want to appreciate you so much for your hard time and your work. Our comrades, Lisa and Sandy, who are working behind the scenes right now incredibly hard and have been working incredibly hard for this production tonight, from the African People Solidarity Committee, who work behind the scenes on the fundraising and technical operations of our station. Just really want to salute these two comrades. They are veterans and they are cadre and they work incredibly hard. And all of our show hosts who volunteer their time each week to bring you dynamic live programs. And I don't have enough time to go through everyone and say everything that they do, but I just want to shout you out. Larry Faison, who's on with us Thursday and Saturdays at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Chairman Amalia Shatella, who hosts Omali Taught Me, Dynamic Political Education, every Sunday at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We have Norman Otis Richmond, aka Jalali, and Melinda Francis, Molly Docuvixen, who co-hosts Diasporic Music, Sundays at 2 p.m. I mentioned Matsamela and Muambi and Tiana Africa, who produce and host the People's War show that is aired on Thursdays at 5 p.m. We have Jesse Neville, Jamie Simpson, and Penny Hess, who produce Reparations in Action, Tuesdays at noon. And last but not least, my co-MC for tonight, Mr. Eddie Maltzby, assistant station manager, who produces and hosts 3 different shows that air multiple times per week: Good Morning Gospel, Midday Cafe, and Smooth Grooves. Man, Mr. Eddie is the truth. And he is not just the best blind DJ in the world. As assistant manager, he works tirelessly to ensure that the station's programming is right on time. When I say this man calls me because he is sitting by the radio when he's at home and he's like, oh, something's wrong with the radio. I mean, that's how dedicated Mr. Eddie is to this radio station, making it the best that it absolutely can be. And he's been like that since he walked through the door. Like, he's been a part of Black Power 96 his whole life. So, I mean, it is his baby, and you really feel that. So just really, really want to salute you, Mr. Eddie, and for the role that you played in building this concert tonight. And we actually have a short video message from Eddie's father that we wanted to play. So can we get that video, please?
Okay. You do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do.
Black Power Radio with Eddie Maltzby Jr. My name is Eddie Lee Maltzby Sr. For many years, I was the manager of the Florida Spiritualaires, a group we started out in 1962. And we traveled all over the country, doing such songs as If I Could Hear My Mother Pray Again, All of These Years, Where have the missionaries gone? And many, many more. We travel north, south, east, and west. North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Mississippi, California, all over the country, singing God praises. I am so proud of my son, Eddie Mosby Jr., who's the assistant manager of radio station 96 Black Power. And my new release, Just Meet Me in Glory, I hope you get a copy of that at some point in your life. I want to say to all my listening friends and all the radio friends, all his listening friends out there, God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. And Eddie's son, keep up the good work, and I love you, your dad.
I'm speechless at that. That's my dad, and thank God he's still alive. And it's times like this, you feel so, you still feel so worthy, you feel so. I just want to tell my dad thank you for doing that, and thank you all for having him to do that. And I really want to thank you so much. Thank you, Dad. Keep watching. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Keely.
Yes, and we want to thank your father as well. And again, just really appreciate, salute you, and the role that you play as assistant manager for this brilliant radio station. So I did let everybody know where we're at with donations. So please keep them coming in. Go to blackpower96.org/donate. We have raised only have $499 left to raise tonight. So keep those donations coming. We will continue to acknowledge you on this event tonight when you donate. So go ahead and donate for us. And we have much more to share with you tonight. We've yet to see and hear Kinnie Ken's debut live performance of I'm Sick of Your Stuff, where he sings about the Black community's struggle to stop police violence. We're also excited to present some more very talented artists from the Ecko label, along with our up-and-coming young musicians from St. Pete, the GBT Babies. So Eddie, can you tell us about this next artist, David Brinston, who will be kicking off our R&B segment?
Yes, David Brinson is entertainment that's been performing for many, many years. He is actually Ecko recording artist, David Brinson. He has a lot of hits. Tonight he's going to be performing OG. It's about an old man in love with a young woman, and it's very, very good. I play it here on 96.3, but in fact, you probably heard it first in this area. But we're going to go out live. He's in Pensacola, Florida, and let's see if he's ready to go. David Brinson, are you ready, man?
Hello, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, I'm ready.
Well, you do your thing, David.
Okay, I'd like to say this is my brand new single from the self-titled I'm Just an OG. And everybody be safe out there. You know, sometimes you see an old man hanging out with a young lady. And the first thing y'all want to say, you need to go somewhere and sit down. Well, 99% of the time you made it. But all that 1%, when that young lady's crazy about that old guy's crazy about that young lady. You know, age ain't nothing but a number. And true love is come from the heart. But I got a sweet tenderoni. I'm an old man, but I'm crazy about her, 'cause she's crazy about me. Said I'm a with a sweet tenderoni. I'm crazy about her, 'cause she's crazy about me. course of my life is already in the bank. Ain't a whole lot of gas left in my tank, but I tell her whatever I have, it is all for you. And there is nothing, baby, but do I would do, 'cause I'm an OG. Crazy about, and I know crazy about. They call me OG, but I got a freaking wrong. Baby, I'm crazy about you, and you're crazy about me. She said, those young guys don't know what to do. She said they'll sprint to the finish line and they'll leave you. But I said, babe, I cherish this moment of your child. Oh, baby, deep down in my heart, I'm so glad it's mine. And some of my friends say you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you need to go out and die someone else. But my baby tells me, don't worry about what they say. 'Cause when they get through talking, I'm gonna be with you anyway. 'Cause you my OG, and I'm your sweet. She said, I'm crazy about you, and you crazy about me. She said, you're my OG, and I'm your general. Baby, I'm crazy about you, and you crazy about me. 'Cause you, I said, baby, when I look out my window, I can see my setting sun. Just 5 years ago, you were just turning 20. She said, baby, it ain't about no money. I love you, I'm straight from your heart. And if you should ever leave me, I'll be torn all apart. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm David Ruffin, an OG. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you so much. Again, that was David Brinston, Eddie from Delta Down Studios in Milton, Florida. And I'm just an OG from his latest CD, written by John Commons, Big John Commons, Hampton University grad. David's music can be found on Amazon, iTunes, CD Baby, Tidal, CD Baby, you name it. He's a prolific artist with more than 200 original songs. But if I could, just one shout out for you guys at blackpowerradio.org. And I'm going to ask everyone there to help me in congratulating you guys for hosting this event to unify the African community and for the self-determination of the African community. So that being said, we thank you so much. One love.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. I wish we worked together so you could hear this like round of applause.
Oh,
Thank you so much. And you will be receiving a donation from Delta Down Studios, which is basically Dave Brinston Enterprises. Thank you so much.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Many
you.
blessings.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you. Bye, Eddie. Much love.
Bye. Much love.
Wow. Well, I just, again, want to thank so much David Brinston, and that was an amazing performance, and it was great to kick off our R&B segment. So, wow, just incredible. And again, I mean, we're just like coming right into the middle of this thing. We still have so much more in store for you. Grab your loved one, get in the dance floor, and start, swinging and swaying in the middle of the living room because it's
OG,
nice.
OG, you just be an OG.
So next up, we have Drew Evans, who is a blues artist with Ecko Records based in Mississippi. His first album, The Soul of Blues, debuted in 2018. His most recent album, All About Soul, was released in March of this year and is described as a musical journey that will make you want to dance, party, cry, and hold your lover tight. So you can do all of that tonight. Let's give it up for Drew Evans performing A Woman's Worth. DJ Eddie, did you want to say anything about Drew Evans before he starts?
Not really. He's just an incredible artist. I think he's in the category of blues, but I'm believing this entertainer will actually cross over to the R&B label, and I'm looking for him to actually win a Grammy. That extraordinary this fellow is. Let's give it up again for Drew Evans.
Takes care of all you need. Wake up in the morning, cooking and cleaning. You wake up, you put on your clothes. She turns around, you're out the door. You come home late at night, you've been gone without a phone call. Something ain't right. She asks questions like, where have you been? You say you're wrong, but don't explain nothing. She plays blind for so long, so long. Now her bags are packed and she's telling you that she's moving on. Yeah, you'll never find, like she deserves. Oh, baby, coming back no more. Time after time, we take her love for granted. Yeah. Can't you see she's got your back? While she's alone, she's left stranded. Just a little of your time is all that she demanded. You're gonna miss right around, and alone you'll be spending. You must be blind, I don't care to see. What would it take for you to believe that this woman she loves you will give the world for you, but she will look for someone new? Yeah. Hold on, you'll never find. No, you better like she deserves it. When she's gone, she ain't back. You better treat that woman like you got so sick. You better love that woman each and every time. Better like he comes along, he's gonna take her in the real life. Yeah. Like she deserves. If you Oh, yeah. She deserves everything about you. You better hold on to her, 'cause you'll never find another woman worth more. You better love her like she deserves, 'cause if you let her go, guess what? She ain't coming back no more. Oh. Thank you.
All right. Oh my goodness. That was so beautiful. Woo, you heard him.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Jew Evans. That was an incredible performance. Can you let us know where we could find your music?
Anywhere you can go to, you can find me on YouTube, anywhere in any online stores like Apple Music or Spotify and all that stuff, man. It's everywhere, man. Ecko Records, baby. Hey, Ecko Records.
That's right. Jew, thank you so much, Jew.
Yes, sir. Anytime, doctor.
All right.
All right. And you guys heard him. You guys can look up Jew Evans. That's J-U Evans. Look him up. You guys can look for that music and everywhere and download that and listen to that because that was incredible. All right. So we also want to remind you that you can become a supporting member of Black Power 96. And when you do that, you support the ability for these talented artists to be heard on our radio airwaves. And I do want to recognize some more donors that have come in since we got into this R&B section. I think some people have been moved by the tunes of R&B. And we have Wendy out in San Diego donated $25. So Guru, thank you, Wendy. We have Comrade Renee in Philadelphia with $25. Guru Renee. We have Comrade Raya in St. Louis with $25. Thank you so much, Comrade Raya. And we have the lovely Miazi, I call her lovely because that's my mama, who donated $25 tonight. So thank you, Miazi. Yes, my mom read. So we have raised $601 and for our total of our $1,000 goal tonight. So we only have $399 exactly to raise. So let's get that weird number up. Let's raise that to a perfect crisp $1,000 tonight for Black Power 96. And all of these artists that have been playing so far, you can hear them regularly on DJ Eddie's Midday Cafe here at 96. Either on the gospel shows or on Midday Cafe at 96.3 FM in St. Pete and all over the world through our website, blackpower96.org, and our mobile app, Black Power 96. DJ Eddie, our next performer, was a live guest in the studio on your show when he was visiting Clearwater to produce his latest music video. Would you like to introduce to us Kinnie Ken?
Yes, I definitely would like to do that. Kinnie Ken is a special talent living out in Houston, Texas. He came down to do his video. I'm sick of your stuff. I just got a text from him. He's not going to be able to perform that, but he will perform a song that I've been playing for several weeks here on Black Power 96.3 FM. It's called I Got Caught Red-Handed with My Hand in the Cookie Jar. Many people have heard of this song. And my Conrad next to me just said, yeah, she liked it too. But he's going to perform I Got Caught Red-Handed with My Hand in the Cookie Jar because he's unable to do the one we really wanted him to do. But nevertheless, Kinnie Ken is an artist that, like no other, very talented. From Houston, Texas, and he came here and did a interview with me here at Black Power 96.3, and he's going to do another interview with me in the coming weeks. So you want to stay tuned for that. We're in the middle of, we just started actually our fundraising drive. So he told me that he will come and be a part of that fundraising drive. So I'll have him here probably next week live in the studio. So Kile, do you want to announce him, or do you want me to announce him?
Go ahead and announce him.
Well, they're ready. I think he's spotlighting now. Okay, Kinnie Ken from Houston, Texas. I got caught red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. Come on, Kenny.
How y'all doing? First of all, how y'all doing? I just want to say real quick, man, thank you guys for having me, inviting me here to be a part of this. It's a great cause, and I want to apologize for not being able to do some of your stuff, but I will be sending you guys a copy of it when I get down there next week, so we can get it on the radio so people can listen to it and listen what the words are. And I just want to say thank you guys for having me here, and I hope y'all like it. I'm a Southern Soul artist from Houston, Texas. So I'm gonna do this single, one of my songs, and I hope you guys like it. So bear with me, and cut the music on. We gonna party, y'all. I got caught red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. My appetite was sweet. Got my baby leaving me. I got caught red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. I had a sugar rush. Let's go down. My baby and I, we have our ups and downs, good days and bad days, bright days and gray days. At the end of the day, my heart's at home. Until I got this craving, it wouldn't leave me alone. Hey, I went to the club with a pocket full of money. I went to the spot that had good sugar and good honey. I knew it was wrong, but I took a taste. As the hand heated on, I couldn't let none go to waste. I kept on tasting, it got sweet with each bite. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, I've been eating cookies all night. Pulled up in the driveway, all my things were sitting outside. With a note to Daddy saying, keep a healthy for your time. Yeah, I got all red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. It was sweet. Got my baby leaving me. I got all red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. I had a sugar rush. It's one cookie that I shouldn't touch. Yeah, now I'm getting with my lawyer, and he's taking my money, acting all concerned, but deep down to him it's funny. He said, what was you thinking? Or did you lose your mind? Just don't get caught and say we'll catch up with you every time. One thing I gotta say, I just wanna know, but did you eat that chip, boy? Well, didn't know you. Oh, what is that lighthouse? That's that old school cookie. Been dipped in that milk, but it's still good looking. Next time you have a craving, and your mind starts to wonder, you think about that going on. You got a real sweet woman, but I got some news, and it's gonna be bad. You may have made all this money, but the truth is she did have. I had all red-handed when my hand in the cookie jar. Was sweet. I got my baby leaving. I got all red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar. I had a sugar rush. It's one cookie that I shouldn't touch. Now I know it's not you, what I had to do. And a struggle of cookies, it made it hard to chew. Any choice I made, it's still wrong. I got a jar full of cookies, I should have took my black tail home. I got caught red-handed with my hand in that cookie Are you a chocolate cookie, baby? Are you vanilla cookie, baby? Are you a chocolate cookie, baby? Are you a vanilla cookie, baby? Can I love you, 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 baby? What kind of cookie are you? What kind of cookie are you? Oh, yeah, yeah. One cookie that I shouldn't have. Thank y'all so much. I want to say this before I go up out of here. Thank y'all so much. Florida has got me in, taken me in, showed me so much love. I love you guys for that radio station. Y'all keep playing my music. I do love that. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough. Thank you. That's all I have to say. And I will be sending in my donation as well for the cause. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all.
Thank you, Kinnie. God bless you.
You too, brother. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Thank you again. I can't say it enough to you, brother.
You got it, man. We love you.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, yes, it's amazing talent from our community. Just really want to salute Kinnie Ken for that amazing performance. And it is grown and sexy time. I feel it in this R&B segment. So,
awesome.
Yes, it is amazing. So, you know, I just want to encourage people again to support this radio station, Black Power 96.3 FM radio. Go to blackpower96.org/donate. This is the kickoff day to our July member drive that's happening from now to July 18th. So we want to raise $1,000 of our total $6,000 goal for this fund drive. And this fund drive goes towards contributing to keeping this station on the airwaves, to upgrading our equipment within the station, making our audio production, the quality of our radio station that much better. So we have a small $6,000 goal over the course of 2 weeks, and we want to do $1,000 tonight. So make sure you go to blackpower96.org/donate and make that contribution. And I just wanted to, wow, okay, we just got a major donation in just now from Benjamin Prado, who is the Secretary General of Unión del Barrio, which is the Mexican Liberation Organization. You may have heard Benjamin on the last 2 episodes of Amali Taught Me Sunday Study with Chairman Amalia Shatella, and he just contributed $100 tonight. So Uhuru Benjamin, and he said, Uhuru comrades, on behalf of Unión del Barrio, we salute the African People's Socialist Party and the building of an anti-colonial socialist media for Black power and African liberation. Long live African internationalism. Long live. Thank you so much for your contribution, Benjamin. And that brings us to $706, and we only have 294 left to raise, guys.
Yes. Yeah, all right. Doing it.
We still got some bad artists for you. Oh my geez. Okay. So she's bad. This is Elikya Ngoma, and she's a revolutionary musician born in Miami, Florida, to a family of musicians. She began playing piano at the age of 5 and later began singing and rapping at the age of 12. And at 25, she learned other instruments, including the bass guitar and ukulele. I mean, look at this, this is just amazing. Conrad learned all these instruments. She's her own band. She can do it all. In 2019, Elikya began teaching herself music production and has been creating revolutionary music filled with African internationalism, incorporating various styles of African genres around the world. She's a member of the African People's Socialist Party. She writes music for and directs the party's Freedom Mass Choir and Band under the leadership of Chairman Amalia Shatella. Please welcome Elikya Ngoma performing Colonial Virus. Uhuru, Elikya.
Uhuru. Thank you for that introduction, Akile. As you said, I'll be performing a track called Colonial Virus. It's a song written during and produced during this quarantine period, defining colonial virus, you know, which is bigger than just coronavirus. So here we go. You just got to remember when you're talking about all of, this thing dealing with the coronavirus, you have to remember the main one. Down with the colonial virus. 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 Colonial virus is why I can't live. Colonial virus is why I can't breathe. Colonial virus, yo, that thing gotta go. We don't wanna have to deal with this virus no more. Down with the colonial virus. 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 The colonial virus is why I'm poor. The colonial virus keeps me at war. The colonial virus, yo, that thing gotta go. We don't wanna have to deal with this virus no more. So we say, the colonial virus, down with the colonial virus, down with the colonial virus, down with the colonial virus. COVID-19, that's colonial virus. Ebola disease, that's colonial virus. HIV, that's colonial virus. Jovenel Moïse, that's colonial virus. Domestic violence, that's colonial virus. Sexual violence, that's colonial virus. Horizontal violence, that's colonial virus. State violence, that's colonial virus. Gentrification, that's colonial virus. Mass incarceration, that's colonial virus. Deportation, that's colonial virus. The need for constant inebriation, y'all, that is colonial virus, okay? Attacks on Black women, that's colonial virus. Attacks on Black men, that's colonial virus. Attacks on Black children, that's colonial virus. We can't take no more of this colonial virus. We say down with the colonial virus. 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 World.
Ooh, down with the colonial virus.
Yes. Down.
The colonial virus.
Yeah.
There wasn't a delay.
Don't make me start singing it.
Right. We'll be here. Okay. We'll be the next performers on this program. Stop playing. Thank you. We just want to thank Comrade Elikya so much. I mean, she's so talented. And Elikya is not just this maestra musician, she's also the Haiti editor for the Burning Spear newspaper. So she's also an amazing writer. And you can find her works at theburningspear.com, and you can also follow her on Twitter. So let's keep those donations coming at blackpower96.org. We're trying to defeat the colonial virus, which means that we have to be able to keep Black power, because the cure to the colonial virus is Black power. And that's my name, Black Power 96. So continue to donate at blackpower96.org. Huru. And if you donate $20 or more today, you can choose from 2 special thank you gifts. You can get the BP96 face mask. DJ Eddie, you want to just throw that in the camera right quick? Just show people what you get. We're keeping y'all safe. I'm sorry. We're keeping y'all safe in these streets with the Black Power 96 face mask. And you also get to rep your favorite radio station. So you can get the face mask or a CD from the original Florida Spiritualaires, who you heard earlier this evening. So right now, DJ Eddie, our next performer joins us all the way from Mississippi. Can you tell us about the great Miss Jody?
Oh, Miss Jody is an excellent performer. She has 13, if I'm correct, 13 albums under her belt. And she's been performing a long time. I talked to her the other day, and believe me, we had a great conversation. She is very powerful singer. She's also under the contract of Ecko Records out there in Mississippi. In Tennessee, but she's out there and she's a down to earth person. I told her, baby, when this all over with, you singing this song called "My Dog About to Kill My Cat." I'm taking a plane to see what she's talking about. You know what I mean? So we're going to go out to Mississippi and listen to this dynamic singer, Ecko Records recording artist, Miss Jody. Are you there?
I'm here.
Your dog trying to kill your cat.
How are you all doing this evening?
We are beautiful. We are waiting on your performance because people are loving your music, Miss Jody. Loving it.
Oh, I thank you all for playing my music for me. And it's a blessing to be here tonight. Thank you all so much for having me.
Wait there.
Well.
Oh yeah, this your boy DJ Craig got your children do this thing for me, y'all.
I heard your dog was up and down, roaming all around the neighborhood, chasing after kids, just like a dog. And once you catch it, you don't wanna turn. Talk me into letting your dog play. But now he shows up at my door every day. Hey, wanting to play with my kitty, but she's tired. And when it's all worn out, you still don't want to stop. You can't bother me till I let you go. But he's got to learn some sense before I let him near my cat again. Your dog about to kill my cat. And I don't know how much more I can take of that. Yes, your dog about to kill my cat. When I see him come, I got to snatch my kitty back. Listen, I gave him a little bit of sleep. Back home. For one little kid, now that you don't want to be alone. Don't like some but he never get tired. When you turn loose, my cat is barely alive. Get away, she has no defense. 'Cause when your dog jumps up, he ain't got no sense. My cat is fearless, furry and fat. And to look like a worn-out kid, she's afraid of that. You wanna play with it in the daytime and the nighttime too. And I don't know how much longer I can take this on good. Slow down, about to kill my day. And I don't know how much more I can take of that. This is your dog, about to kill my day. When I see you coming, baby, I got to snatch my kitty back. You gotta realize, Kinnie, you want a smoking coat till she can't play no more. Your dog about to kill my head. And I don't know how much more I can take it back. Yes, your dog about to kill my head. When I see you coming, baby, I have to snatch my kitty back. Says your dog is about to kill my cat, baby. My cat is barely alive. Your dog, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I can't continue to take this long. Yeah, yeah. Your dog is about to kill my cat, baby. I love you guys, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Miss Jody.
Thank you.
I'm taking the flight out soon.
Come on,
And those are some powerful vocals. My goodness, I feel them all the way from where I am right now in St. Petersburg, Florida. That was, whoo, man. Those vocals were amazing. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Jody.
I love you, and I truly appreciate playing my music, and I appreciate the movement, that you all got going. And I want to know, how can I make a donation?
Well, DJ Eddie, you want to tell how she can make a donation?
Of course, you can go to blackpower96.org/donate. Again, that's blackpower96.org/donate. Or you can call me personally. I'll make sure you get it in here, baby.
I think I'd rather call you personally. That'd be all right.
Yes, say that again, Miss Jody.
I think I would rather call you personally, if that'd be all right with you.
That'll be fine, but the best way definitely to donate is to go up on the web at blackpower96.org/donate for all your fans and everyone that's watching right now.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kile.
All right. Yes, thank you. And that is actually going to conclude the R&B segment. So just really think that was just a dynamic performance to close out that section with. And just wanted to to say that, you know, you see all of the artists who not only tonight are donating their performances, but some are donating to the radio stations. So I just really want to appreciate those artists for taking the extra step of going beyond just donating their performances to this benefit concert, but donating to the radio station, you know, with those resources, because, you know, it takes everyone on this call, everyone who's a part of this process to keep this radio station going. And we see people donating, we just saw from Mississippi and, you know, everywhere these artists are located, donating. So you can donate wherever it is that you are. If you love what you hear tonight, you can access it no matter where you are. blackpower96.org/donate tonight. And man, I mean, this program, DJ Eddie, this program has been powerful, ain't it?
Yes, and also share our Facebook page at Black Power 96 FM Radio. You can go there and leave a message if you want to pledge. Leave a message with your email. There's several ways you can contribute to Black Power 96.3 FM. We have an email address. You can email any content, and it's at contact@blackpower96.org. That's contact@blackpower96.org. Again, contact@blackpower96.org. And also not only share us on Facebook at Black Power 96 FM Radio, but please tell all your friends, neighbors, and loved ones and family members to download our app. It is absolutely free, so you can hear all these artists and many more African people and local going global. You can download our app at blackpower96.org. Stroll down until you see the red, black, and green. It'll have a symbol say, listen live. Click it and keep the power.
Girl, thank you, Eddie, for that intervention. And just again, blackpower96.org/donate. Keep them coming. So far, we have raised tonight $781, and we only have $219 left to go of our $1,000 goal. Look how close we are. And I want to appreciate 2 more donations that came in to help us get closer to our goal. We have Rashua and Carmichael, California with $25. So thank you, Rashua. And we also have Marissa in Seattle with $50 who commented, we need Black Power 96 all over the planet. And we are trying to bring it to you, which is why we need you to donate to blackpower96.org/donate. So thank you so much. We are almost to the finish line, and you guys are going to help us get that 219 left. If you got 219 to drop today, go ahead and drop it. If you got $19 to drop today, go ahead and drop it. Support your radio station. Any amount we appreciate, because it just shows your commitment to keeping this radio station on the airwaves. And, you know, again, to support everything you've seen and witnessed here tonight, the brilliance, the talent and genius of the African community, all right here, right in front of you. So that's what you support when you support Black Power 96. So we want to keep it going, keep donating, because we rely on your support. Yes, Eddie. Oh, you better say something?
No, I just wanted to just piggyback off what you said. Black Power is an organization of people that works really on, a lot of these people that come here are working on volunteering. They're volunteering their time, their effort, and that should be commended on its own. So you who are watching, who are listening, it is people out here forwarding the mission of the African People's Education and Defense Fund. It is the baddest nonprofit. Do what you can. If you can't donate, but then come on down, man. Call us. Let's see if we can get you to volunteer your time, your work, your community, something you have, a restaurant, or maybe a coupon that you can give, or a shoe store, whatever you have to give to your nonprofit, the African People's Education and Defense Fund. This will forward our mission to keep Black Power in power. Derrick, go ahead, beautiful.
Alrighty. So now we're heading into the next segment of our program, highlighting some amazing hip hop artists. And first up, we have South St. Pete's own GBT Babies. They are managed by Don Boy Music Group. And we just want to give a special shout out to Don and Cheese, who are great supporters and volunteers of Black Power 96 Radio, donating their time to help us with setting up equipment in the studio and being supporting members / donors of this station. So they're not just the managers of this incredible hip hop group, they support this radio station. GBT Babies is an amazing group of 9 to 12-year-olds who have performed from Florida to St. Louis and everywhere in between. They say their favorite radio station is Black Power 96.3 FM, and their favorite DJ is DJ Eddie. So we're gonna have this video from GBT Babies that was sent to us. Here are the GBT Babies.
Yes.
GBT Babies. Hey, Southstar wanna rock swag. That's when they back at the gate doing like me. Ooh, stop to the left, step to the right. Move to the right, then step to the right. Got a bad, that's too bad. Cause you can't do stuff like that. But if you doing the running bad, GBT in the building, straight like that. Ooh, it's my time. Sit back, take notes, listen and learn. Everybody make way, look that
I like them, boy.
Whew.
They off the
Oh man, they had me in here like
What
nothing and bucking by myself, yo.
I was in celebrity mode with him. I was in celebrity mode with him.
Yes. Yes.
Like that.
Wow. I mean, GBT Babies, they're so talented.
Yeah,
They're such inspirations, and I mean, they are such dynamic, explosive performers at such a young age. I mean,
yes.
I mean, they get on stage, and I mean, they outdo some of these performers who've been doing this for years. So,
and I'm their favorite DJ.
Oh yes, I heard it. If I could DJ, I would try to contest, but I'm gonna just let you have that one. I'll just be their favorite MC. I'll try to be anyway. I still might not win, but that's all right. But I just want to really appreciate GBT Babies for that performance and for kicking off this hip hop segment for us. Now we're going to hear from Muambi Tangu. He is a former student organizer at San Diego State University and is currently the international membership coordinator for the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement. He's been an organizer for liberation and Black power in San Diego for nearly 2 decades and dedicates his wonderful talent in spoken word, freestyle, dancing, DJing, emceeing, and promotion to advancing the African liberation struggle. And he is the other half to the host of the People's War radio show. So let's please welcome Muambi Tangu, who is performing Proletariat. Uhuru Muambi.
Uhuru.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for supporting Black Power 96. Black Power 96 is the people's radio station. I really appreciate the work that's going on with Black Power 96. As Elikya said, my name is Muambi Tangu. I'm a member of the African People's Socialist Party. I'm an artist. I love culture. So I want to share with you, this is, it's like spoken word, but it's mixed with some hip hop. So yeah, I want y'all to vibe with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Some revolutionary culture, all right? Roll. The proletariat comes to the defense of the poor and exploited sectors of the small owners, not to protect their personal interests, but because it defends the standard of living and the political rights of all exploited working people against the capitalists. The proletariat is champion of the cause of all the poor and oppressed, promises to wage a joint struggle to relieve the burdens of poverty and unemployment that the capitalists are placing on the backs of both wage earners and small businesses. The proletariat can make no promises to the small business owners to help save them from the African Revolution, but rather we must warn them that their interest is in the African Revolution. Short attention spans will not stop the revolution. Microwave mentality will not halt us from overthrowing the U.S. government. Small-time conversations will not distract revolutionaries from revolting. Small talk and short skirts and sharp words will not deter the revolution. Attitudes in the annoyed will not air off the struggle. Sucking teeth and side-eye will not get in the way of African self-determination. Anxiety will not end the offensive attack on policemen and military officers. Passions will not ease the pain of the revolution. Revolution is in my soul, in my brain, in my muscle reflex. It is in my veins. Revolution is in the streets. Revolution is now. Revolution is in our hearts. Revolution is the breakfast, lunch, and dinner discussion. Revolution is the time we live in. Revolution is the space we live in. Revolution is war. Revolution is pain. Revolution is now. Revolution is ugly. Revolution is nubs. Revolution is gorilla. Revolution is night vision. Revolution is self-mission. Revolution is seeing the illusion and creating it to create a confusion. Revolution is man, woman, and child. Revolution is sexy and sloppy. Revolution is organized. Revolution is medical gauze on deck. Revolution between us is respect. The proletariat comes to the defense of the poor and exploited sectors of the small owners, not to protect their individual interests, but because it defends the standard of living and the political rights of all exploited working people against the capitalists. The proletariat is champion of the cause of the poor and oppressed, promises to wage a joint struggle to relieve the burdens of poverty and unemployment that the capitalists are placing on the backs of both wage earners and small businesses. The proletariat cannot promise to small businesses that we will save them from the African Revolution, but we must warn them that their interest lies within the African Revolution. Short attention spans will not stop the revolution. Microwave mentalities will not halt us from overthrowing the U.S. government. Small-time conversations will not distract revolutionaries from revolting. Short skirts and sharp words will not deter the revolution. Attitudes and the annoyed will not air out the struggle. Sucking teeth and side eyes will not get in the way of African self-determination. Anxiety will not end the offensive attack on military men and police officers. Passions will not ease the pain of the enemies that they feel from the revolution. Revolution is in my soul. Revolution is in my brain. My muscle reflex. Revolution is in my veins. Revolution is in the streets. Revolution is in our hearts. Revolution is the breakfast, lunch, and dinner discussion. Revolution is the space that we live in. Revolution is the time we live in. Revolution is war. Revolution is pain. Revolution is ugly. Revolution is nubs. Revolution is guerrilla. Revolution is night vision and self-mission. Revolution is creating an illusion and sniping the enemy in confusion. Revolution is man. Revolution is woman. Revolution is child. Revolution is sexy. Revolution is sloppy. Revolution is organized. Revolution is medical gauze on deck. Revolution between us is respect. The proletariat comes to the defense of the small, exploited sectors of the small owners, not to protect their independent position, but because it defends the standard of living and political rights of all exploited working people against the capitalists. The proletariat is the champion of the cause of the poor and oppressed, promises to wage a joint struggle to relieve the burdens of poverty and unemployment that the capitalists are placing on the backs of both wage earners and small businesses. The proletariat cannot make promises to the small owners to save them from the African Revolution, but it is our job, it is our duty to warn them that their interest is in the African Revolution. Uhuru.
Uhuru. I was looking, trying to see that. Uhuru.
Muambi.
Yes.
Uhuru,
Awesome.
thank you. Oh my goodness.
Brother,
So,
brother,
go ahead.
he got to give me a copy of that, man. I got to get that so I can play that on my midday cafe, brother.
Hey, I got you, DJ Eddie. I appreciate all the work that you do. I definitely got you. I got 2 other songs that I got to get to you as well.
All right, Uhuru Conrad.
Yes, well, you got to get those over to contact@blackpower96.org because we want to play those songs. We want to put that that spoken word, that poetry, that rap music out there because this is the new rap. This has to be it because we're defining and shaping what the culture is going to be in our communities for our people, and this is the future. So appreciate you, Muambi. And I see you sporting your Black Power 96 shirt all the way in San Diego. So thank you, Muambi.
All right.
Yes. Thank you so much, Uhuru. Thank you for that performance, Uhuru. So before we go into our last performance of the night in this hip hop section, and it's just been an incredible night with all of these artists. And all of you who are tuning in, I want to acknowledge and say what we've got so far so that during this last performance, I really, really want to stress this. During this last performance, we have $199 remaining remaining to raise to reach our $1,000 goal for tonight. We have raised $801 thanks to you. So I just want to say this last performance, $199. That's it. That's it. So think about where you are, what you're doing. If you can give $5, $10, if you can give $100, let's make that contribution tonight, because that's the statement that you're making to support Black Power 96. That's the stance that you're taking. If you hate what seeing what happens to Black people on a daily basis, you can stick it to them today by donating to blackpower96.org. You can do that. You can do it today. And this is a stance you can take right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to figure out, okay, well, where should my resources go to? Because I want to support something that's supporting the Black community. It's here under the leadership of the Black community. Black Power 96.
Black Power 96.
Yes,
we had we had so much going on the last couple of months with the uprising and what happened to Mr. George out there, and we're looking for avenues. We're looking for ways to get up under the colonialism. We're looking for ways to do this. And the way we do that is have something of our own, Black Power. And I agree with you. Right now, it's a very good time for people to go ahead and donate. Donate now while you can. You're donating to a good cause, because we watched that brother. We watched that brother be killed by an officer for over 9 minutes with his knee to his throat. When I heard that, I was very upset, and I told the young lady who I was with, she just broke down and started crying right before me. And that's just something that we can't take lightly. And that's why we are marching. That's why we need to put our finance towards something that's going to stop that type of rigmarole, stop that type of colonialism, stop that type of control. They have these police officers out here to control us, a product of the state that wants to do anything they think they can and will to Black people and Africans. We need to stop that. And the way we stop that is supporting whatever is Black. You're talking about Black Lives Matter. I said it earlier, Black Power matters, because if we got Black Power, then we can save Black lives. So I encourage all of you to donate right now. We have another performance to go, but before we get off and say goodbye for tonight, and we thank you all for watching and all who's donate, please go right now and donate 10, 15, whatever you can, to blackpower96.org/donate. If I'm your favorite DJ, show me right now that I'm your favorite DJ. blackpower96.org/donate. Kile,
thank you, Mr. Yes, thank you for those words. And you're absolutely right. In order for Black lives to matter, we have to have Black power. We have to have power over our own lives, and to be able to protect our lives, to be able to protect ourselves. Black power is our protection. Black power is what we get to take out into the world to make sure that this type of stuff can no longer happen to us. And that also means that no one can get on the radio and talk crazy about Black people. That's what that means. Having Black power, nobody can get on the radio stations and the newspapers and slander the Black community, say that we're not good mothers and fathers and blame our children. You can't do that when we have Black power. So if we don't want to see that no more, we don't want to hear it no more, we have to have power, and we are fighting for power. We are fighting for power right now. So donate to blackpower96.org/donate. And we're going to get into our last. I'm sorry?
The time is?
Now, Mr. Eddie, the time is now, right now.
That's right.
And the time is also to get into our last performance of this evening. It is General Nobody, RBG, who is based in occupied Azania, otherwise known as South Africa. He began rapping in 2005 and describes his current music as centrally shaped by the African People's Socialist Party and the Uhuru movement. In the recent broadcast of the 20th anniversary celebration of Dead Prez's Let's Get Free album, RBG shared that he was introduced to the worldview of African internationalism when he heard Chairman Amali Ashitela's speeches sampled on the Police State and Wolves tracks. He says, I'm a commercial hip hop MC in every sense of the word, aiming to take space popularly in South Africa and the rest of the world with the politic of African internationalism, changing the lives of the poor, making them realize the words of Emory Douglas of the Black Panther Party, the power is in the hands of the Black working class. Unfortunately, it is not in their heads. He says, my music is intended to put it in the heads of the people. So it's the middle of the night in South Africa right now. So we have a pre-recorded performance made specially for Freedom Mic tonight. Let's hear these bars from General Nobody, RBG.
All power to the people. My name is General Nobody, RBG. And we about to get it in. Black Power 96. Shouts to all my comrades, right? I got some freestyling, man. I got some nice styling. But today I'm just gonna do a few 16s for you, you know. I lined up some 4 tracks, so let me kick this. Here it goes. Listen, I hold my pen and paper and listen to the melody as I machinate plans for truth through this mellow beat. What's the truth? That you're born free from the first day, but you're otherwise cause someone took your freedom away. We hardly talk about who we truly are, cause colonialism taught us who we are, that we need what it prescribes after it took what made you feel alive. This pain is hard to describe, yeah, so we run tracks, shun facts and non-blacks. Always earn stacks at our expense like thumbtacks. Subconsciously we know the odds are against us. Young boys don't school, they wanna be thugs and gangsters. There's nothing wrong with that, it's unconscious resistance. We gotta organize our people against the system. Listen, the melody inside my heart says we should organize. Learn to see a savior every time you look in your eyes. My people, let's get free. Hey y'all, we got something. We got something, man, just for the sisters, man. But before I let that loose, some PE, some political education. Because in every show that I do, I'm always rapping my party, APSP. So here's the thing. There's going to be a different world that's going to come, comrades, brothers and sisters. There's going to be a different world, but we're going to have to become different people. You know, we're going to have to become different people from what imperialism has raised us to become. We're going to have to change. And I would like us to break ourselves. You know, to be broken by somebody else means you'll never be independent of that force. But if you break yourself, you know your limits and you know what your goal is. You can take it. We got to break ourselves, you know. Especially brothers, I'm dealing with this issue in South Africa where brothers are not having an outlet to talk about freedom. So brothers are suicidal. We have very large cases of suicide. Either that or we have to kill our brothers, you know, kill our women, kill our children. You understand? We need to create an outlet, and that's why we got to build this organization. But this for my ladies though. Black woman, we love you like, yeah, my black woman, I love you like, y'all, you talk to your sisters, yeah, check it, say, black women, we love you, my black woman, our black women, we love you. This for the mothers, ayo, the daughters, ayo, the sisters, ayo, the girlfriends, woman, my black woman, we love you, my black woman, what? My black woman, we love you. This for the mothers, ayo, the daughters, ayo, the sisters, ayo, the center for black woman. The thoughts you expressing got me healing after my confessions. In convalescence, I sit with your arms around me. Brothers know I'm rowdy, but with you, like Queens and I got an army. My girlfriend, blacker than the darkest night. I always keep you by my side as my spark of light. Me and my girlfriend, though we separated in time, she stays lodged in my heart, and we talk through rhyme. Brother, my girlfriend always kept it real. She's pure, she's down with the B.L.A. like Asa Anpu. And yeah, I heard that she was working hard with the churches, organizing our mothers. Her soul is something you can't purchase, cursing the serpents. She's no more than the Eve. I like whatever you like, whether afro or weave. My Rosa Parks sitting at the front seat with crackers, she got beef, even though she hates me, cause there's nothing in this world that's better than my black woman. It ain't no one, nothing in this world better than our black women. Come on. Uhuru. Hey yo, thanks for supporting Black Power 96. Real music for real people making real revolution. All power to the black community. African working class stand up. Uhuru. General Nobody RBG. What's up?
Whoa.
Uhuru, I like that
Whoa.
last song. God,
Wow. That's
awesome.
the icing on an incredible program tonight.
What a beautiful.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. And I want that. That has to be played on Black Power 96.
Yeah.
Wow, I can listen to that song forever.
all the artists we have saw tonight, music will be, if not already, played on Black Power 96.3 FM. And that's the wonderful thing about having a station that if you're a black artist, Keely, I can remember growing up at the age of 15, wanted to be an entertainer, and I did. In 1985, I produced my first record. And I went around trying to get people to play it, and they would not play it. It's not a signed artist. You're not going to get, they're not going to get paid for playing it. And I was so hurt. I spent a lot of money in getting a CD out, and they didn't play it. And that's why I want to help every artist I can through the venue that we have here at Black Power 96. Local artists have an outlet where their stuff can be played. If it's radio ready and clean, I am challenging them to get it to us. And I'm sure with all the power I have in me, I'm going to remember when I was young, no one played my music, and I'm going to play their music. So I want to thank all the local artists and thank Black Power for what we have here, radio station that is geared toward the African people and the African nation.
Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you for those words. And I just, again, want to appreciate General Nobody RBG for those incredibly moving pieces. And they, like I said, are the perfect closing for our show tonight. So, wow. I mean, this thing has gone by so fast. I mean, we've had this incredible talent from all over the world. We've had you sitting in, listening with us, enjoying this with us tonight. And, you know, I really want to appreciate everybody who's been on the whole time, all of our performers, all of the people who donated their talents to this amazing benefit concert, this kickoff day to the July Member Drive that's happening from now to July 18th. I mean, this was the perfect start. And I just want to say, as we get ready to wrap up, that we have raised a total of $981. We have $19 left to raise. Come on, you guys. We have $19 to raise. And I want to know who has $20. I want to know who has $20. You can, or just do the nice, even 19. You know, bring us right to that pretty 1,000. You can continue to donate, go beyond 1,000, but we have only $19. So while we're making these announcements, you know, I'm just going to challenge you all to just scooch that in. And I just want to recognize some people who donated. We have Kyle in St. Pete who donated $20. So Huru, salute to Kyle. Thank you. We have Lisa Davis, who is the vice chair of the Black is Back Coalition for Social Justice, Peace, and Reparations, located out in West Orange, New Jersey, who donated $50. So Huru, thank you, comrade Lisa Davis. We have Anonymous in California. So I appreciate Anonymous who donated $100. Uhuru to Anonymous. Uhuru. We have Faux Feet, who is also an amazing poet and cultural worker located in St. Louis, who donated $20 today. And we have Valencia in St. Pete, who donated $10 and says, keep up the great work in our community. Love DJ Eddie and the BP96 family. Thank you, Valencia. And thank you to all of our donors tonight. Again, we only have $19 to get that $1,000 goal. So we're right there, you guys, right there. We know we can make it. And you continue to donate at blackpower96.org/donate. And again, we do accept checks and money orders made out to Black Power 96. And in the comment section, you'll see the address drop, but I'll just say it here too. 1245 18th Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33705. You can mail that check or money order made out to Black Power 96. Everyone, Eddie, can you tell everyone how they can keep listening during the rest of this member fund drive and beyond, what shows they can tune into on Black Power 96 Radio?
Of course, they can tune in tomorrow morning, start tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's Reverend Fleming Topper and the original Florida Spiritualaires with your host, Brother Larry Facing, got the gospel train coming down the track. And then on Tuesday, don't forget Reparations in Action. It's a story that's told like no other with Reparations in Action with your hosts, Jamie Simpson, Jesse Neville, and Penny Hess. They are members of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement. And then, of course, on Wednesday morning, you'll have me back at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Good Morning Gospel, the Florida Blind Boy Show. And at that day, at 12 p.m. at Wednesday, is the Midday Cafe. And on Thursday, it's the baddest show we have that's going, look like in syndication, the People's War Show. And that's held every Thursday night, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then on that particular next day, it's me again, the Florida Blind Boy Show, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and the Midday Cafe at 12 o'clock to 1 p.m. And also, I want to remind you that we have another show. It is at 2 o'clock every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 o'clock. It's Radio Magazine. You don't want to miss that show. And also on Friday evenings, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, it is my show. It is called Smooth Grooves, where I play nothing but oldies and goodies, and then a few new shows. But we have so many shows. And every night you can hear Monkey Paul. He's on every night. You'll have to check our Facebook page. Please go up there and share us. Share our page at Black Power 96 FM Radio. Again, our Facebook page is Black Power 96 FM Radio. And I want you to encourage your friends, family, and loved ones to download our app. It is absolutely free at blackpower96.org. Stroll to the next, I think the next stroll would be Listen Live. Click it and you can take the power and share it all over the world. And I believe that might do it, and continue to donate. It's very important that you keep Black Power and Power. It's very important that you keep me right where I am. I love doing what I do for Black Power 96.3. It's a known fact. The first day I came here, I was dedicated. It was meant for me. I asked God to give me something. He gave me something. And now I'm doing something that I really love. I'm doing something for my people, the African nation. If you're a Black man, please know that you're African. Back to my director, Kile Anai. Thank you, Kile.
For Eddie, and you've been a marvelous co-host. I appreciate your participation in this. And it has been so fun doing this with you tonight. I've had so much fun with you. Even though we're not even in the same building, we had so much fun together.
Always do that.
Yes, and just I appreciate you giving us our show programs for all of our amazing programmers, our volunteer programmers with Black Power 96. And we do have a show coming up, as you mentioned, right tomorrow morning. Be right with us from 7 to 9 a.m. with our brother Larry Faison and the original Florida Spiritualaires. And on Sunday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern, we have Omali Taught Me Sunday Study with the chairman of the African Socialist Party, the Uhuru movement, and the visionary behind Black Power 96. And we have actually special guests for the month of July. Starting before July, but we have some special programming with Uniendo Barrio. So you heard Benjamin B.L.A, who donated $100 tonight. Uniendo Barrio, the Mexican Liberation Organization, is a part of these studies for this current series we've got. And this weekend, this Sunday, we'll be discussing the question of socialism versus capitalism. So it's going to be a really great dynamic show, political education you can't get anywhere else. And on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m., you can catch Diasporic Music with host Norman Otis Richmond, aka Jalali, and Melinda Francis, aka Molly Dr. Vixen. And Jalali has been broadcasting on Black Power 96 since we went on air 3 years ago, and he plays the best in African music from around the world and interviews the most interesting cultural and political artists and activists. And he's located in Canada. So we have people all around the world contributing to this incredible radio station. And before we close out tonight, I do want to let people know that we have reached our goal this evening. Wow. We raised a total of $1,021. So I want to salute you.
We did
it. I knew we could do it. We crossed that finish line. The time is right. And we got an additional donation from Washua in, I think it was Carmichael, California for $20. So thank you for pushing us over that edge. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who've contributed tonight. And again, you can listen to Black Power 96 if you're in St. Petersburg at 96.3 FM on the dial, or you can stream us on blackpower96.org on the free Black Power 96 mobile app available for Apple and Android. And we have some of those shows, like The People's War is a show that's on demand, so you can listen to past episodes anytime, listen, volunteer, and donate. And part of contributing to this radio station is the volunteers. We acknowledge some that we have with Sierra, our underwriting manager, Shauna, and DJ Eddie, and all of our programmers. You can volunteer with this station. And we want you, we want your skills, we want your expertise, we want your talent, and be a part of this station, be a part of this amazing team that you see, be a part of not just explaining the world, but changing it. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and contributing. And we will close out by saying, Freedom Mike, Black Power Matters.
Power matters. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Yahoo! Good night, everybody.